Hey guys, I'm Jamie. Welcome back or to my channel if you are new. Today's video is going to be small town romance recs. I don't know if you're anything like me, but I absolutely adore small town romance. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the cozy vibes. I don't know if it's like the setting of just everyone in the town just like being super nosy into the relationships. I don't know what it is about them that I love so much, but I want to recommend some to you guys so you can add these to your TBR and read some more small town romance. Okay, so the first one I have to recommend is When in Rome. This is a small town setting with a famous pop star and a baker, and this one is just so cute. So when Amelia Rose gets kind of burnt out in her job, she's like just driving away from her house and she ends up breaking down in the small town, and this baker helps her out. So yes, this is one of my favorite small town romance. It's just so fun and it's just a really good time. Also, Sarah Adams writes closed door romance, so if that's something that you enjoy, definitely pick this up. And then there is also a second one in the series, Practice Makes Perfect, that is also in the same town. So if you want like a little series, this is definitely a great one to start with. The next one I have is probably a little bit more popular, so you might have already heard of it, and that is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I adore this book. I honestly like put off reading this for so long because this also has an age gap and the woman is older than the guy, which I don't love in romance, but this book is the exception for that rule so far. I absolutely adored it, and this has a really cute little baby goat involved too, and I just adore the couple. It's like big city girl, small town boy. How can we make this work? So definitely another great one. Next we have In a Jam. I absolutely adore this book. It was so much fun to read. This also has like marriage of convenience, which is one of my all-time favorite tropes. And then these two were friends in high school, and I think she moves back to her small town because after her step grandmother dies, she leaves like the property to her, but she has to be married. So that's where the marriage of convenience comes in. But this is super cute, small town. It's also single dad, if you like that. I'm trying to mention like all of the tropes in this book. I really loved this one. It was super fun and just a great time reading, and also like them like working together was just so cute. Then the queen of slow burn herself, I have All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I love Mariana Zapata's books. I haven't read like too many of them, but this is one that I absolutely adore. This is also single dad, so if you love that, you'll love this as well. I don't know if I would technically consider this small town. It just feels very small because there's not that many like characters involved. I loved this one. This is very grumpy man, very slow burn. It's definitely a great small town romance. Now getting into some series, I'm starting with one of my new favorite cowboy small town romance, and that is Done and Dusted. I literally haven't even finished this book yet, but it's on this list because it's just that good. This is brother's best friend, small town, so much fun. I can't tell you too much more because again I haven't finished it, but I really like this one and I am hoping to read the whole series as they come out. So the first one is out so far, and then there's one more coming out this year, I believe. So that is super exciting, and I just love this cover. This is definitely on my small town recommendations. Also, who doesn't love a cowboy romance as well? Like small town and cowboy together, favorite, unmatched. Next, one of my new like comfort small town series is the Lovelight Farm series. I absolutely adore all three of these books. I'll put the other two on the screen here, but I love this whole series. This first one, or they're all three of them are set on a Christmas tree farm, but this one specifically is her trying to save her Christmas tree farm, and she has to fake date her best friend to do that. So yeah, this one is just such a fun time, like especially definitely read this like Christmas time, makes it so much better because Christmas tree farm vibes, cozy vibes, winter vibes. It's so much fun. But these are some of my all-time favorite small town romance. I absolutely adore all 3 of them. So yeah, add these to your TBR if you haven't. Also, this book is self-published, but she is now traditionally published, which is so cool. So go check out her books in Barnes & Noble now. Next we have more cowboy small town romance, and that is Flawless by Elsie Silver. I love Elsie Silver. I mentioned this in my mid-year book freakout tag video that I love her books. They're some of my new favorites. But this series is literally unmatched right now. I think Done and Dusted is going to be like the biggest rival of this series in my eyes. I love them both so far. There are 4 books in this series. I'll put the other 3 here. Actually, the other 3, they're right there. They're amazing. I literally, like, when I started reading them, I could not put them down. I read them in one sitting. That's how good they are. And they're all like centered around like this family or like family friends. It's all like their romance. So I literally love when it's like all like a family because that's so much fun. So definitely Flawless, and the whole Chestnut Springs series is on those lists because I just adore all of those books so much. Next I have The Simple Wild. This is set in Alaska, which I really love. The setting is just so much fun. He's like a bush pilot, which is so fun for the series. This one also has like reconnecting with her dad, which is super cool, and like a grumpy sunshine trope. But yeah, The Simple Wild it's really good. I read this like 2 years ago and it's still like one of my all-time favorite small town recommendations. There are 2.5 books and like with this couple, and then there's a 3rd book with another girl that's in the same small town. So you have a lot of books to go through, which I always love in like a small town. I love that it can be like a whole series and a bunch of different like couples or things. Even though this one is mainly one couple, I do love the other girl's book too. It's so good. And then the last one for this recommendations video is Indigo Ridge. This also is called the Eden series, so I'll put the rest of the books here. But this one I think is my favorite. Actually, this is my second favorite. The second book is my favorite one of the series, but this one is really good. It has like a mystery surrounding it. And I like that like she's a cop in this book because I don't love male cops, so I love that we get a female cop. And yeah, this one's so much fun. So she moves to this small town and she kind of walks in straight onto like this mystery, and nobody in the town really believes that anything like sketchy is going on. So she's trying to figure out that, as well as falling in love with somebody at the same time. So it kind of brings a barrier into the relationship, and this is just such a good like small town series. That is all my recommendations for small town romance. If you guys want a specific trope or genre of romance, just let me know and I can do more recommendations videos. I literally love recommending people books. So yeah, let me know if there are any specific tropes that you want me to give recommendations for. But bye guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.